Our first game up is Leeds taking on Warrington, and Leeds, well, they line up with starters Kira Bennett, Zoe Hornby, Izzy Northrop, Hannah Butcher, Sophie Robinson, Tara Moxon, Caitlin Casey, Eloise Haywood and Ruby Enright. On the bench it's Bella Sykes, Beth Lockwood, Elle Frayne, Tasha Gaines, Sam Hume and Kaya Glynn. So we're seconds away from the start of all the action. Just to tell you, if you're not aware of the nines concept, well, it's 9 minutes each way. If you score beneath the post, you can see, or you might be able to see on the wider shot, then you score 5 points and we're away. And straight away, Leeds charging into the action. So, running straight into the action is Hannah Butcher. Butcher's just over that 25 metres from her own line. Picked up out of dummy half by Bennett. Bennett handing on to Hornby. Good to be seeing Hornby back. I know she's had her injury issues, hasn't she, over the last few months.
It's great to get her back on the pitch. She's such a threat when she's got the ball in hand, so it'll be good to see how she goes today.
Caitlin Casey, always a threat. Great line as well from Butcher. Oh, they're lining up to score.
Butcher's put her into some nice space. Charlie's
she is in some nice space. Oh, nice good step feet as well. Really good work.
Well brought down by Sutherland there.
Excellent stuff from Ruby Enright. She's going to look at playing this ball to Bennett. Bennett off down the left-hand side to Caitlin Casey. Low kick into the corner. Moxon has it. Tries to go around a player. And into the corner she goes. First score of the game. Wow, that was really good stuff, that. Really constructive first set.
Yeah, I think it shows where the space is in the Nines Festival. Lots of gaps. The kick along the floor put her into some nice space as well. So I think we'll see lots of that today. Some expansive stuff from all teams.
4 points to 0 in favour of Leeds. Just a minute into the action, so already we've had a ninth of the first half gone.
No, it's crazy. I think I'd be able to do a full game if everything was 18 minutes.
So Casey from Caitlin Casey, I should say, from well out wide, tries the drop kick. That's what we're going to be seeing as well from our conversions. So the scoreline remains 4 points to 0. She's unsuccessful with that one. And that's a real, I was going to say, shot across the bows for Warrington, that, isn't it? Yeah,
it's a tough one. But like I said, we're keeping them out wide. If we can try and limit the points, keep them away from that bonus point area, that'll be interesting as well, seeing teams try and get in the middle. But what Warrington will bounce back. We've just got to keep reshaping. There's not time to keep building through a game in these nines. It's hit it hard and hit it first.
And interestingly enough, it's going to be Leeds to kick back to Warrington, so that's another feature to look for. They've gone for a short restart. It's bouncing, it's bobbling, it's played off the boot. Oh, and it's come up for Hornby. Hornby charging down the ground. Into the 20 she goes. She's going all the way. It's a bit further than that. And she scored it right under the post. So that's a bonus point try worth 5 points. So 9 points to 0.
Yeah, it's a frustrating one. Obviously, Warrington gifted the ball and we've given it away. So we'll need to regroup and go again from there. But Leeds reacted first and they reacted well.
You're right, and I mean, it's unfortunate really as well, because it was played at, wasn't it? And Hornby was just like really quick in her reaction.
Yeah, she was keen, she was eager for the ball, and like we said before, she's disruptive when she's got the ball, and she's gone out there and got the bonus point try. So great finish.
The goal kick has been added on as well, so it's now 11 points to 0 in favour of Leeds. That one was scored directly underneath the post. So we'll try and keep you, up to date with that. I'm just checking, and it was, I think it was Ruby Enright with the conversion then, as well, as it goes short from the restart again. They're going to try and contest for everything, aren't they, Leeds? But that was well taken by Katie May Williams. She'll play this ball, and it's shuffled out to the left-hand side.
After Kim. Kim's done some time at Lee as well, so she's got some good minutes under her belt.
Just over that 40-metre line, played quickly to Sutherland. Sutherland, we know what a danger she can be. I think she scored something like 35 tries last season,
I think Fenn's her biggest danger, to be fair. She's an absolute athlete.
McGraw, there's a space open up. Here's Downs, charging down the ground. Great work there from Emily Downs. She'll play it 35 metres out. Now it's off on the right-hand side with Casey Haley. She's been so impressive this season, hasn't she?
Yeah, strong running. Every carry, she makes post-contact meters on every carry.
Last tackle in this set. McGraw kicks it for the corner. Moxon's underneath it. We said that in stereo then, I like it. It's all good. Here's Moxon though. She's found a bit of opening, and look at the pace. She's off over the halfway line now. Tell you what, McGraw's giving a great chase here. Is she going to chase it down?
She'll keep her out of that bonus point zone if she can.
She's done extremely well there. And Moxon's dropped it over the line. That's not a try.
Excellent work rate from Warrington there.
Never say die defence there from Warrington. That was superb. What a chase back.
That was incredible, and you get that from McGraw every time. Fantastic chase, forces the error. Warrington have got the ball.
So Warrington up to their own 20-metre line. Referee said he's played on there. He's taking it back to the 20, so we'll have a tap restart. Good run from Sutherland. Good first start to the set. 11 metres chopped up there. Now bringing it through the middle. Rolled on the back there.
Yeah, could do with some nice quick play of the balls, get Leeds on the back foot. Sutherland with the second carry of the set, looking for the offload as well.
And finding
get it away, yeah.
Doing really well there. Stepping forward is Abby Latchford. Latchford getting over the halfway line. Vastly experienced player these days is Latchford. Out of dummy half it comes down this left-hand side.
McGraw finds Katie May Williams again on that drop-off ball. Landers in the middle of the field.
And then Seddon works it to McGraw. McGraw, lovely step. Gets the offload going. Back to Seddon. Seddon rides the challenge of Butcher in the first instance before falling to the second challenge just ahead of the 20-metre line. Down the left it's moved. Oh, well controlled by Sutherland. Oh, look at that as well. Speeding away through the opening. Great work.
Warrington are starting to find the feet now. Calm down. Starting to get the ball through hands.
The pass was a little bit low. It was very tricky, and they've recovered possession here, Leeds. And now they're showing a bit of class to work into the opening. Away they come over the 40-metre line, over the halfway line. There's a determined chase from Downs. She's just got the edge, though, as Haywood. Haywood continuing to go down the ground and scoring the try. In fact, it's Enright, actually. That's 31.
Yeah, it's number 31, yeah.
31, it.
Again, frustrating for Warrington. They managed to play quite a bit of rugby down Leeds' end and then come up with the error, and Leeds have taken their opportunity. Seems to be a bit of a tale of the first half. Leeds get the opportunity and they're taking them.
I mean, again, so unlucky because they were putting on a bit of pressure, weren't they? And were starting to look quite good in that area of the field, Warrington. There was options on, and then all it took was just a pass that didn't quite find the mark, and that's how dangerous Leeds are, though, isn't it?
And I think that's the sort of how the nines works, is there's space and there's opportunity all around the field, and teams are going to take them, and the ones that take the most are going to be the ones that win today. Extras
added on to 17 points to 0.
We've got some interchanges for Warrington as well. Rebecca Nixon joins us in number 9, and Chloe Kerrigan with number 20 on today, so that's her first appearance for the Wolves today.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about Kerrigan, because she played for Leeds, didn't she?
Yeah, she did play for Leeds, sort of a transfer just after the season started, but done some time training with us, and that's her getting her first opportunity today, so she'll be excited. Ball comes to her on the first play as well.
Hayward with the mid-range restart.
Don't know if that was purposeful from Leeds, send her straight in.
They almost sort of said, welcome back.
Invited her in.
Bring it back in. Oh, that was a very short run in there. She's done well there to make some yards there, Latchford.
Yeah, Latchford's made some of that there. Nice fend, got us on the front foot.
Now Seddon works the right side. Kerrigan, just slipped the ball out. It goes to ground. It's picked up. Oh, nice work. Feet. I like that. She's caught though, still inside her own half of the field.
We've got Boardman in at 9.
Just a couple of minutes remaining of this first half. Warrington could do with something. They need to get down the ground. They're attacking from the halfway line now. Seddon looking to her left-hand side. Goes behind Downs. Stepping run forward from McGraw.
They've got the opportunity. They've got the numbers out on this side. I think we just need to get eyes up and play a little bit faster.
Oh, Seddon's kicked it straight up, and it goes, and it's a well caught, well recovered, and they'll attack from this position. Will Leeds Rhinos. Tasha Gaines it was taking that one up and getting beyond the 30-metre line, bringing it down this right-hand side to Kia Glynn.
Yeah, nice ball there from Bennett, out at 9. Seems to be finding a lot of space in behind the ruck and pushing off the back of that.
I was wondering how Leeds were going to use Kia Glynn, because I know that she has played a little bit in the Women's Super League as a prop forward, but is more renowned as a centre when playing for the Army.
Yeah, and I think her speed today will be important for Leeds. Obviously she's got that knowledge in the middle of the field now, but she has got the speed to then go and break down the edges.
Bennett finds Glynn. Tries to get the big handoff going, but that's an excellent challenge.
Well looked after there by Katie May Williams.
Did really well in the challenge. Now it's played into the middle. Oh, so dangerous, taking on the line. The support's nice there. Support. Intricate play. They're going underneath the post again here at Leeds. So dangerous. And it's Beth Lockwood who carries the ball underneath the post to make it 22 points to 0 with the kick to come.
Yeah, I think Leeds just pushed around the ball well there, looked after each other, got on each other's shoulders, sort of broke the first tackle, and then there was 3 of them ready to go on and take the ball forward for Leeds, so good push play there.
Conversion is missed, so the scoreline remains 22 points to 0, and that is all we've got for our first half action. Well, we said that Nines was fast and furious. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's much of a half time either, is it? Quick turnaround, so the girls will be happy. Leeds will be happy with that first performance. They've taken opportunities. I think Warren just needs to be a little bit braver with the ball in hand and go out there and take some more opportunities.
And I wonder what the second half holds. It's 22 points to 0 in favour of the Rhinos at the moment. Warrington looking to take possession for the first time in this second half.
See if Leeds go for the short kick again, try and contest for the ball. Sam Hume gets us underway. Gone short. Sort of finds its way a bit further down the field. Just
trickled down inside that 20 metre line, didn't it? Good pick up and a good surge forward up towards that 30 metre line. I always think that's a little bit of a win. Don't matter what variation of rugby league you're playing. If you can get over the 20,
yeah, you get yourself over. Yeah, good return there. I think that was Rebecca Nixon, one of the under-19s that's debuting for Warrington today. So good return. Get Warrington on the front foot.
Seddon goes behind McCosh. Played back. Here's Kerrigan. Welcome back.
You said there'll be no love lost in those tackles.
She was trying to sneak the ball out. It's then just been dislodged by the force of the challenge from Hume.
Unfortunately, though, she spent a couple of seconds looking for the offload, and Leeds have managed to complete the tackle and to come up with the error there. But like I said, unfortunately, nice to see Warrington looking to play the ball, promote the ball, hopefully get the ball back in some good space and try the same again.
I noticed Claire Mullaney's out there for the second half as that spill by Leeds seemed to be nudged forward, was it? No, not according to our match official.
No, not according to the referee.
Our referee, by the way, Mr. Sam Horton, seems to be following around when he gets his selections. But forward come Leeds, pushing their way beyond that 40 metre line in the centre of the field. Hume gets called for it on the right hand side. Oh, lovely dummy. Oh, it's opened up for her. She's made that look so simple, and she runs it straight under the post. That's a bonus point try.
Yeah, again, they've just pushed onto the outside shoulder of Warrington. They've broken through that defence, and they've got men coming through. So good push play again from Leeds.
It was worth waiting for that as well. Now, if you saw our match official hold his hands up, he was actually indicating that was scored within the bonus point area as well. So that's something else which really, I suppose I should have already mentioned, shouldn't I, in the first half. But yeah. Extras added on really quickly. 29 points to 0 now.
Yeah, and I suppose that drop goal kind of speeds up the game as well. You've no time for kicks, especially under the 6 and bonus point tries help with the kicking duties for the day.
So 29 points down, just the start to the second half that Leeds were looking for, and again, unfortunately, Warrington giving up possession and being punished for it.
Yeah, and that's a frustrating thing, I think, for Warrington when Leeds are scoring. It's coming off the back of Warrington errors, and they just need to kind of control the ball a little bit better.
Oh, different restart, going deep, bounces up in favour of Mullaney. Mullaney will charge it back.
Strong return there from Mullaney.
She's been a quality player over many years, hasn't she, around the community game initially, and then she had that stint with St Helens and more latterly Warrington.
Yeah, and she's one of those sort of trailblazers that's been in the women's game for a long time and is managing to see the benefits of Super League now, which is really good for Clare.
Johnston with a good carry back into contact, getting over the 30 metre line. Seddon playing it back, the offload comes back. Good work. Oh, did she get her pulled there?
Yeah, that looked slightly around the top of the bobble, but Johnson deals with it well. Up, quick play the ball.
I think Robinson's got away with that one, to be honest.
Finds Amy Boardman. It's Mullaney. Again, takes a couple to take her down.
From what I've seen Warrington, I mean, McGraw is starting to become a real key component to the Wolves' attack, isn't she?
Yeah, and I think Charlie's really young, and she's played for a long time, so she's a lot of experience.
Good work.
We've got one of the youngsters out on a break.
Lovely run down that left-hand side.
Does well to keep herself in there as well. Small lock on, I think.
Was that
referee's call?
Was that Barnett going down the wing then?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, again, one of the 19s debuting today. Unfortunately, they come up with the error, so Leeds will get the ball. Warrington will try and keep them down in their half an hour.
It was a good first chance though of the second half as far as Warrington were concerned, but they have turned over possession. We're nearly 4 minutes into the second half of the first Nines encounter. A scrappy pass there, and it's knocked on as well by Hume. They can make a mistake.
Yeah, and I think that's probably the first one of the game, but it proves that they can, and Warrington should now capitalise and take advantage of this error.
Just need to pull away from the ball a little bit. There's a few players bunching there.
Yeah, I think we're trying to play a 13-a-side game on the nines. Need to be a little bit more expansive. Great feet there by Claire.
Good run into the 20-metre line she goes. Seddon working dummy half duties. It's called for on the left-hand side by McGraw. She lines it up. Oh, played it short as well. I like that to Katie May Williams.
Got the numbers now over on the edge there. Warrington play eyes up.
Yeah, 3-on-2 down
Try and
that
get
side.
into that overlap.
All on waves our match official as well. Set restart. They've turned it back on the inside. They fancy another softener through the middle.
Yeah, I think Chloe Kerrigan saw the Leeds line and wanted to go for it. Numbers have come up.
Now they'll take it left, but again the pass just bobbled in front of McGraw.
It's unfortunate they're getting themselves into the right places on the field. The opportunities there. They've got the numbers. It's just that final little bit of execution.
I mean, they did look like they were getting something on there, didn't they?
Yeah, Warrington managed to find some good momentum there.
So, Leeds back in possession. Be interested to see how they cope with this, because when it has been turned over, they've usually come up with something quite constructive off the back of it, haven't they, as they run forward towards that 30-metre line.
Making some good yards going forward, Leeds. Again, players pushing around the ball. Casey's got several options.
And good work off to the right-hand side to Glynn, but she's tackled high, so it's another penalty the way of Leeds Rhinos. They're going to march their way downfield further.
I think that's the bit that's sort of killing Warrington at the minute. Forced errors, unforced errors, and not seeing enough of the ball, and Leeds are coming up on the right side of the error count at the minute.
So, Bella Sykes is now on the field for Leeds. Was at York previously. Good to see that she's made the move.
Yeah, and that'll bolster Leeds' squad. Obviously, they've had a couple of changes through the season, losing some girls to the NRL.
Oh, so that's powerful.
Great
A real great break. Oh, lovely from Moxon. She's cut inside as well. Another spectacular finish right under the post, and she treats the crowd to a forward roll.
Yeah, again, great turn of pace from Moxon out on the edge, and just got on the outside shoulder of Warrington's winger, and Moxon finished a little bit of style as well.
That one was worth 5 points, so it takes us to 34 points to nil.
Maybe just a little bit of inexperience out on the edge for Warrington. Like I say, a couple of youngsters stepping up, but it's great for the game, and that's what we need to do. We need to bring these young players through. Moxon just takes advantage of that turn of pace. And
Hayward converts from in front. That moves the scoreline on to 36 points to nil. A high and handsome scoreboard as far as Leeds Rhinos are concerned, but how exciting was that run from Moxon?
Yeah, it was great. Like I said, great turn of pace on the outside and little acrobats to finish.
Second try of the encounter for Moxon. Plenty of smiles amongst the Leeds Rhinos players. They're going to kick this ball back off. Really willing Warrington on these last couple of minutes, though.
Yeah, and I do think they've had the chances, and they do deserve some points on the board. They've been in the right areas of the field. Just that little bit of execution.
Can they get themselves close enough this time? It's a mid-range restart. Good pick-up by
nice
McGraw.
Pick
Steps herself into an opening. Caitlin Casey tackles low down. Then the main stop comes in from...
I think it's Elfrain, isn't it?
Yeah, it is Elfrain. Yeah, I was just having a look. Here's
Johnston on the half break.
Good run to halfway line. Ball has gone loose. She's appealing to the match official. He just waves it down and says,
I think he was waiting to see who picked it up.
You pick it up, Leeds. And they did. So it's another opportunity for the Rhinos. Into the closing stage of this one as Casey finds Frayne. That's a massive tackle there. What great contact that was. Chloe Kerrigan.
Yeah.
She didn't miss.
No, there was no just desserts, was there?
Casey dabbing it over the top. She's a clever player. That bounce favours Kerrigan.
Well picked up by Kerrigan, looked after it. Great chase by Leeds though, pinning them back in that corner.
Just 5 metres away from her own line. Johnson tries to clear. Gets beyond the 10.
A little bit of broken space now in the Leeds line. Warrington just need to get their eyes up and execute it.
Chance here for Nixon. Good run.
Great return, yeah.
Confident run there from Nixon.
I think that's the good thing about the Nines. A lot of teams give the younger players an opportunity, and it's good to see them on this stage.
Forward roll Warrington to that 40-metre line. Time ticking down. Last 20 seconds or so as McGraw. It's open up for McGraw. She puts it wide to Kerrigan. Kerrigan puts the step on. Big handoff coming in on Hume. She has a second handoff on Hume as well then. I like that one.
Good threatening rugby there. Charlie finds the gap.
McCosh.
Good support.
Across to Mulaney. Dabbing over the top. Good take there from Glynn. And that tackle brings an end to our first game of the Women's Nines finals day. It's Leeds Rhinos 36, Warrington 0. Tell you what, you can't take your eyes off it, can you?
No, you can't. Like I said, some really good tries there. Great advert for the Nines Festival. Shows what happens in broken play. Leeds players eyes up and some really good tries off the back of it. Unfortunate for Warrington, plenty of opportunities and just sort of failed to capitalise on those.
So a very solid start from Leeds Rhinos. I know certainly last year I think they were defeated in the final, so you know exactly what they're thinking about, don't you?
Yeah, they were clinical in what they did. I think there was one error from a sloppy pass, and apart from that the passes landed and they executed high. And like I said, finished some really good tries, so Leeds will be coming out to take some revenge on last year's final scoreline, I think.
Game number 3, and it sees Wigan Warriors taking on the Leeds Rhinos, the second pool game as far as Leeds Rhinos were concerned. They won their first one by 36 points to 0, and the game's up and running. So as that's been spilled from Leeds, let's give you a quick round of applause starting for them. So in this one, Kira Bennett is starting, Danielle Anderson, Elle Frayne, Sophie Robinson, Tara Moxon, Caitlin Casey, Eloise Hayward, Ruby Enright and Lucy Murray are the starters. Interchanges are Bella Sykes, Izzy Northrup and Beth Watwood, alongside Tasha Gaines, Sam Hume and Kaya Glynn. And it's Leeds making first use of possession. The Wigan side, they've got Berry Salihi, Rachel Thompson, Anna Davis, Rebecca Greenfield and Grace Banks. Also starting are Mary Coleman, Vicky Molyneux, Emma Dwyer and Molly Jones. Interchange bench of Holly Speakman, Kerris Jones, Lucy Johnson, Jodie Morris and Kerry Evans and Sarah Barsley. Once again I'm joined by Armani Sherrick. How are you doing, Armani?
Yeah, good. Exciting York and Saints game, and I think this game will provide some of the same. Leeds had a good first set, got themselves over the halfway line and finished with a nice kick. See what we're going to have got to offer in this first set. So
here comes Salihi, been in good form in these early stages of the
yeah, I mean, seeing those two link up, they're such exciting young talents.
Here's Grace Banks.
I think they've been incredible at the beginning of the season. They've come through sort of the Northwest talent hubs and they really are sort of the next generation of women's rugby players, and again, seeing them link up was great.
And it's Mary Coleman, another player that has some rugby union pedigree, played off down this left hand side. Molyneux finding Jones. Jones slipping the ball out to Davis. Davis has been in some excellent form. She's worked her way through. That's a spectacular score for Wigan.
Yeah, some great strength out on the edge there. Molly Jones looking for the support and a really strong finish out in the corner there. Broke through a couple of tacklers and she's managed to get the ball over the line, and Wigan being on the front foot, especially in the Nines game, is really important.
I mean, like I've seen Wigan 2 or 3 times this season already, and it just seems every time they get better with the link-up play out to these backs.
Yeah, and I think the youngsters that have come through, they're trying to break into that Wigan squad, and they've started to play now. Older players or more experienced players are trusting the youth that's coming through, and they're showing how dangerous they really are. And I do think we're going to have some of the best young talent in the women's game at the minute.
Davis with that spectacular try. Unfortunately for Berry Salihi, she won't want to see that one on replay. It didn't get anywhere off the boot. 4 points to 0 though is the important thing that you're looking at on that scoreboard, and it's in favour of the Wigan Warriors. A classic counter-attack.
Yeah, great start. Obviously Leeds had a really strong first set, managed to get themselves over the 50, but Wigan really looking to promote the ball, put the ball through hands, and again some nice push play and a really strong finish by Davis there.
So Wigan to kick this ball back off to Leeds.
Much better drop kick there.
That is a much better drop kick. Oh, it's been spilled from Frayne. Picked up by Molly Jones. Molly Jones down the ground. Taking on all comers. Eventually just held up close to the line. There's another chance here for Wigan. Slipped into the middle. Tackle comes in.
Nice strong defence from Leeds there. Need some players to step up and take the game back under control.
Really strong from Hayward, that tackle. Moving the ball well. Here's Salihi, it's opened up for her. Oh, she's run behind one of her own players. It's going to be a penalty against Wigan. The old crossing has come into play.
Yeah, definitely. Probably a let-off for Leeds there. Wigan looking really dangerous again down in the Leeds end. Just need someone from Leeds to take control of this game again, I think.
Tap penalty taken. And Kira Bennett.
Great strong running.
Oh, I tell you what though, they're throwing the ball around a bit strangely at the moment, Leeds. They're under pressure.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's not much time in the game, but we're 3-4 minutes in and Leeds are throwing some really erratic passes. They need to get back to that first set mentality.
It's almost like that Wigan have rocked them.
Yeah, and maybe they didn't expect such a strong start from Wigan, and obviously the try that's come early, they know there's not much time to get the ball back over, so maybe they're feeling the pressure a little bit there.
They've obviously not been watching the Sportsman over recent weeks, have they?
Definitely not.
Oh, nice pick up from Bennett. Bennett throws a dummy. Oh, it's open up for her. She's got past Jones. The chase comes in from Coleman. It's a cracking tackle on Kieran Bennett.
Great cover tackle. Kira Bennett does what she does. She picks her moments to jump and always makes meters when she does. Good push again from Leeds, but another error.
It goes behind. Picked up by Robinson. Bennett's there in abundance. Now it's out on this right-hand side. They're straightening things up now. Solid run from Izzy Northrup. Izzy makes it to the 20-metre line. Kick to come in from Casey. Goes in over the head of Banks.
Just needed to sit up a little bit kinder there, but again, Leeds have got the space, they've got the overlap, they just need to execute on those opportunities, and I think a few more passes that land and Leeds were scoring over on the other side there.
Well, to be fair, Wigan won't mind this at all, will they? The ball being kicked out, they can settle down. They've got another tackle to set as well, haven't they?
Nice controlled start for Wigan as well. They'll play the ball a bit more. Great carry again. She's such a fierce runner with the ball.
Superb runner.
Leaving defenders on the floor.
Now Banks. Short ball for Jones, tearing away through, back on the inside to Banks. Oh, that's such a hard skill to try and do, turning that inside pass. She had to attempt it. Yeah,
of course she did, and like you said with the Nines, there's so much broken space that we're going to keep taking those opportunities, and while they've got the ball, they may as well, and they'll come off. Like you said in the first try of the game, the opportunities will come, and we're going to take them at the minute.
So Leeds back in possession, breathing a sigh of relief, and actually getting some decent field position on the back of this now. Yeah,
they're in a really good place. They just need to get Kira Bennett again, great out of 9. Good push from Leeds.
Oh, slipping the ball wide as well. Here's Lucy Murray. Lucy Murray going for the line, gets it 10 metres out. The Wigan defence is split. Quick play the ball. It's on this right-hand side. Oh, she slipped the defence. Can she get over? Is this going to be awarded? It is. It's a great try. And Leeds have the score. And I think it's Ruby Enright who scored it.
Again, and I thought Leeds probably had the numbers on the other side of the field, but they took it down the more congested side and had the strength to get over. Probably against the grain of the last 5 minutes as well, so Leeds have done really well there to get the score.
4 points each with this kick to come. Got to say as well that Hayward's took this ball quite far back as well for this drop kick. Fires it towards the post and it's waved away. 4 points each. Oh, I tell you what, another game in our hands now.
Yeah, it's exciting, and like I say, these closer games where the ball's going to both ends of the field, that's what the Nines is about. Taking the opportunities, but again, it's really exciting for the fans to see all those top level players on this platform and be able to see them throw the ball around and enjoy some nice attacking rugby.
So Leeds to kick this ball back off to Wigan. Wonder what they're going to be like bringing it away from their own side.
Wigan have got some great players, they'll return hard, so they'll not be rocked by that. They've started really well and they'll just settle down again, I think, in this next set.
That was never kicked off the halfway line. Well taken in by Davis. Running chance for her.
Finds a front, quick play the ball.
She does that so well, doesn't she, Davis?
She's so strong on the floor.
And here's Banks. She's done so well since getting in that Wigan first team. 7 tries in all competitions this season.
Yeah, and like I say, she's one of those young talents that are sort of showing us how the game's changing, and one of those that have come through the ranks, and she'll be one to watch, and I'm sure she'll don an England shirt at some point in the future.
Dwyer finds Coleman. Coleman just rolled that ball across the chest. She's got the ball free.
Great offload.
Here's Greenfield. Greenfield with options. Seps on the inside. She's still going. Oh, great tackle. Oh, she's dropped off. Greenfield to play this ball. 12 metres out from the line. Over on the right-hand side of the field. Wigan still pressing. Chance here for Salihi. Good defence.
Yeah, great read. Maybe an opportunity missed to play before should the ball have gone.
Oh, that was a superb tackle. Move back into Greenfield. Greenfield puts boot on ball. Oh, and it's knocked on.
Great pressure there from Speakman in the middle.
Oh, it wouldn't bounce up for Banks. Is that player offside? Yes, she is. So it's another penalty here. We've got 20 seconds or thereabouts left of the first half. Can Wigan push for points?
Like I say, it comes off the back of great defensive effort there from Speakman. She's gone up, she's chased the kick and put some pressure on the Leeds player. And like I say, it's almost half time.
Unbelievable how quick this goes. Speakman takes the first carry. Strong run as well.
Yeah, strong run, strong fend. She's dangerous every time she carries.
Gets really close to the line as well. Dwyer. Does she fancy it? She does. She's going to dive forward. She scored from dummy half. Brilliant work from Dwyer.
Yeah, great work, great vision there from Dwyer. Great to get the score just before half time. But again, that comes off the hard work of Speakman. She gets the ball from the defensive effort. She carries strong, lands fast, quick play the ball, and Dwyer takes advantage of that.
Well, we had a conversation, didn't we, just as we were talking about the merits of prop forwards within the game and how it's perhaps changing. That was great old-fashioned prop forward work. Quick play of the ball, and Dwyer works off the back of it and grabs 4 points.
Yeah, Holly's someone who I've had the pleasure of playing with before, and she's fierce. She's a workhorse, and she probably is one of the strongest carriers in the game. And again, gets Wigan on the front foot. Nice quick play of the ball, and Emma's there to take the just desserts after the back of a nice, strong Wigan performance in the first half. And I do think they've probably been the better team in this first half.
I mean, very silly. He has converted. It's 10 points to 4, and as you mentioned, yeah, they have been the better side this first half, haven't they?
Yeah, I think they just started strong. They were confident in that first set. Took their opportunities when they've come, and I think Leeds probably didn't expect that. I don't think from the Wigan side.
What's your thought? Do you think Wigan will fancy this? We're getting the ball back first.
Yeah, and I think we're going to want to keep the momentum. Obviously, they scored last before the end of the first half. If they can go on and capitalise again in this set, that'll put them on a really strong footing. So they'll be happy to receive the ball, and I'm sure they'll return strong as they have so far this game.
Now, I said to Emily in the game we commentated on last, it comes down to about a 12-set game, really, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Half in nines.
Great break again there by Anna Davis. Really strong return.
She's so strong. I tell you what, she's really come on a bundle, hasn't she, this past 18 months?
Definitely, and she was really new to the game a couple of seasons ago when she's found her feet in that Wigan side and is probably becoming a household name for that Wigan team. Molyneux
up towards halfway. Already a household name.
Yeah, she's incredible. Such a go-forward player, and she is one of those run fast and hard forwards that'll get you on the front foot.
Banks to Salihi. Now Davis at dummy half, links with Banks again. Oh, she spotted something. She's a stepper. She's coming left, she's coming right. She's lost the ball.
Come up with the error there, but again, like you say, loves the step, some great footwork and really hard to defend, especially in broken space. Leeds have done really well there. They trapped her and forced the error.
Glynn works well to get to halfway. Bennett lines it up for the running of Murray again. I tell you what, she stayed hitting that one. It's a penalty.
Yeah, it was a tough contact, but again, slips over and gets the high shot. Leeds needed this, so a little bit of momentum their way, turning the penalty count towards their side and some nice ball down in the Wigan end of the field.
Running chance here for Leeds, getting it 30 metres away from the line. Bennett has Glynn for company, doesn't use her, she's cut through herself, gets as far as the 20.
Yeah, she's great, Bennett. When she does jump, it seems to always be the right time to do so, and she makes some great yards off the back of it.
Hume just had to delay a pass while she took the ball in, and Robinson is overwhelmed by 3. It's got to be spaces elsewhere, though, with 3 are coming into a challenge.
That's the thing in the nines, that there's space across the field. It's just about playing into it and getting your eyes up. Nice kick there.
Oh, it is a good kick. And they've challenged it, and they've scored here of Leeds.
Great work. Unfortunate from the Wigan player there, managed to get a hand to it, but Leeds capitalised on the bouncing ball and put themselves on the front foot, and that's not what Wigan needed, coming off the back of scoring last at the end of the first half.
Ruby Enright with her second try in this game. It's a lovely work move as well. Really smart kick. But as you mentioned, the ball just bobbled in behind Kerry Evans, and she was just a fraction out of place.
Yeah, and I think that's what this game, the format of the nines come to. It's down to those 1% chances and those small moments in the game that don't normally matter in a 13-a-side 80-minute game where there's time to regroup, reformat. There isn't that time in the nines format, and Leeds have done well there to capitalise and seem to be coming back to that little bit of form from the first game.
Hayward just a couple of metres in from touch. She gives it chances, but it just fades and falls short in the end. So scoreline still in favour of Wigan by 10 points to 8. Don't go anywhere. You're going to be royally entertained over the next 6.25 minutes.
Yeah, really good competitive fixture again here. Both teams taking opportunities now, and like you said, the nines gives you the opportunity to see players throw the ball around, and it really creates an exciting brand of rugby.
So Wigan just getting themselves in position. Off-field staff just clear the pitch as far as Leeds are concerned, and away we go. Mid-range restart. He's underneath it. Thought she was going to dummy to speak and then carry it forward herself, but just said, here, you end up having a run.
You take that one. Well fielded by Salihi there. Great return. Leeds control the floor really well.
Banks moves it right to Coleman. Coleman brushes through 2 tackles. So strong, Mary Coleman.
Yeah, finishes on her front. Leaves defenders behind the ruck. Banks jumps in.
Salihi has Greenfield for company, can't use her. Robinson finishes off the tackle just over the halfway line.
Again, Wigan seems to be shaping up now. Nice space out in the open field. Let's see if we can execute and get the ball across the field now.
Good work. Just looking, is that Johnson?
We've got number 18 on the field, yeah. I think she's come on for Speakman.
Move to the left-hand side again. Good work.
Great line again.
Oh, that is superb. Wigan put themselves in a really good position at the end of this set.
Wigan have got the overlap as well. The numbers are there on the short side. Thompson taking it to the line.
Thompson doing really well. Turning it back on the infield. Here's Greenfield. Greenfield. Oh, she just couldn't quite stretch over.
Needed the line to be 2 metres
so
closer.
Close.
Unlucky, but again, Wigan dominating the taking it to the edge, attacking players, and then Greenfield there to take the offload, and really unfortunate they're not to come away with points.
Tell you what, if there's a perfect place to turn the ball over on a rugby field, that's it though.
Yeah, down in that pocket, keep them there and ask them to run back at you, and Wigan will go up there and meet them with some strong defence. Leeds have done well to work it to the middle though, open that field up, and again they're threatening down this edge.
It's a foot race. Grace Banks gets shrugged off. Tell you what though, Coleman covered the space well.
Coleman's got her back there, and we're going to managing to shift the players over. Obviously it's tough with only 9 on the field, but we're going to manage to cover that well.
It's Robinson. I don't know how much Bennett expected that pass, but it's opened up for Bennett. Oh, she tried to be a little bit too expansive though.
Yeah, she dealt with the first pass that probably she wasn't expecting, and then we've passed on the next one that probably didn't need to go.
She saw the speed outside, didn't she, in Moxon, and thought, yeah, you can have a go at finishing it.
I've been doing the same thing as well. I'm not going all that way. You take it.
Banks moves into dummy half. Thompson follows up. Lovely pass for Salihi. Salihi's in space. Steps on the inside. Can she finish? Yes, she can. Lovely try from Berry Salihi. 14 points to 8 with the kick to come. We could have a shock in our hands.
Yeah, great work there from the Wigan Warriors again. Thompson taking it into the line, timing that pass perfectly, and Berry's got great feet, takes on the Leeds defender and manages to finish. Leeds keeping her out of the bonus point zone there, which may be important come the end of the game. Obviously we've seen that in the York and the Saints game, how important that bonus point try can be with a 1 point finish in that game. So Leeds have done well to keep her out of the bonus point zone, but fantastic feat from Salihi there.
Still 3 minutes left though. 6 points between the sides.
I wouldn't be picking a winner just
look
yet.
at this finish.
Great work.
Getting over the line. She did well because she was put under some pressure over that line as well, wasn't she, from the chasing Leeds back?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, Leeds have done well there to keep her out of that bonus point zone, and Salihi showed some good class there to finish the try and make sure the points are on the board, and she'll go for the drop goal now.
So the crowd has fallen silent very respectfully for Salihi. Can she add on the extras? Gives it chances. Oh, come on, that must be with the point. It's dropped beneath the post.
It's a goal, that, isn't it? It's a football goal anyway. No, and it's probably not a facet we see too much in the women's game, is that drop goal. And the 9 sort of highlights that skill, doesn't it? So it'll be one that they're happy to practice because they're scoring points before it. I am going to say, that because the women's game is developing across all levels, and as soon as anybody can regularly do something like that and drop kick and kick goals and get up to like 70-75% success rate, wow, they're going to be a superstar, aren't they? Yeah, of course they are, and
it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, of course it is, and that's one of the facets of the game that'll start to come in as we see young girls come through the system. And I've played for sort of 9 and 10 years before they've managed to get themselves to Super League, and the game's growing, and that'll be sort of something that develops that maybe the women's game hasn't had so much before.
Glyn runs back to the 30-metre line. Leeds trail by 6 points. Trying to charge their way down the middle. They're going to have to be a little bit more cute than that, I feel, our Leeds Rhinos.
Yeah, I think Leeds are starting to compact in a little bit. and we're going to numbering up well. I think Leeds need to go back to promoting the ball and playing into space, but nice quick jump out of dummy half there.
Lovely work. It's gone down the ground. They've advanced quite simply down the ground, about 40 metres in this set.
Yeah.
Here's Murray.
Broken defence there from Wigan, but again Greenfield comes in and makes the contact.
Good defence.
Players on the floor. Leeds just need to look up. There must be space on that field for them to go and attack now.
Well, there is. There's 3-on-1. Just need somebody to run straight. I wasn't expecting that though. It's run straight and she's gone over.
Yeah,
Glyn.
Try down at one end of the field and Leeds counter. Again, that came from some nice work from Leeds, leaving defenders on the floor and some broken space for them to play into. And like you said, a 3-on-1 and she's gone herself, but great finish there.
So, Leeds still down by 2 points.
Run for a nice finish again.
We could be in for a draw, and we can have these at this sort of stage in the group stages. The extras added on, so it is 14 points each.
20 seconds to go.
I'll tell you what, I'm Wigan to take possession.
It's an interesting one, isn't it?
What do you do?
It's hard,
do you
isn't
settle
it?
for the points?
It's really hard, and you've got to get yourself down that end of the field, and you've probably got 1 or 2 plays to do it in. So
Do Leeds drop it short and go for the win?
well, the thing is, like we've said, that drop goals aren't everyone's forte at the minute, so I don't think many people have got much control on how far this goes. But they'll chase hard, and they'll be happy with a draw, I think, on the back of this game.
So Leahy takes the carry, takes the hit. We're into time added on by our match official. Who knows how long we've got left, but he's wiped the tackle count down.
It's a close finish, isn't it?
Banks
I don't even know
right.
how many plays we're going to have got left at this point.
Here's Molyneux to play it to Dwyer. Banks has called for it. Banks trying to create an overlap and does so. Oh, she's just in touch. Just in touch there. Good tackle on Kerry Evans, and that is as much action as we're going to get in this game. 14 points each, our first draw of the competition.
Yeah, really exciting fixture, end-to-end stuff. Promoting the ball, girls working hard off the ball for each other, and again, a spectacle and what this tournament's all about, and probably the closest match game in terms of going end-to-end, and I think it was a really good comeback from Leeds in that second half after the way they started the game, so probably a deserved draw by the end of it, but really exciting game today. 3
tries each, 2 of them going the way of Ruby Enright for Leeds, 1 from Kaya Glynn as far as Leeds are concerned. Wigan's tries coming through Berry Salihi will kick to goal, Anna Davis and Emma Dwyer, 14 points each. Back for the first semi-final, and what an exciting encounter we've got in front of us. It's Leeds Rhinos taking on St Helens. I'm joined again by Armani Sharrock, and I tell you what, really looking forward to this one now.
Yeah, it's going to be a really close game. I think both teams will be hungry for that final, and both teams will perform well today. Really well taken there from the kick-off. Sam Hume returning well, looking for space already.
She's done well there, hasn't she?
Yeah,
she's got out, 35 metres from her own line.
Done really well there. Saints managed to get her on her back though, so slowly play the ball down.
Bennett turning the ball to Hornby. Hornby with a powerful surge forward towards halfway.
Manages to land on the front again there, so quick play the ball as she can. Saints do well to control that there.
Mid-range play the ball, that wasn't quick, wasn't slow, but Bennett still makes 12 metres on the back of it.
Yeah, again, Bennett jumping at the right time, making good yards off the back of it. Hornby's looking for support.
Hornby's wanted to carry this ball as much as she can early.
Yeah, I think Hornby's trying to get Leeds on the front foot here, and she is the player to do it. She carries hard, she's fierce with the ball.
Here's Hume again, out wide to Robinson. The support runners just ran past her, didn't they, in the end?
Yeah,
Last tackle of this set.
Hume could have kept hold there. Kira Bennett out from 9.
Oh, lovely reactions there from Faye Gaskin.
Yeah, Gaskin's done well there. I don't think she quite expected that one to land straight for her.
Well, there's an Ashes test going on at the moment, isn't
yeah,
there, in cricket? She would have done well. She would have done well there in the slips. So St Helens coming away from their own end. Mottershead moving into dummy half. The initial run came in from Megan Williams. Here's Naomi Williams. Big collision there.
Yeah, well read there by Leeds. Got numbers in front of her.
And I have to admit, you know, I've watched Hannah Butcher play for a number of years, and she's not the biggest of players, is she? But she certainly packs a punch in her tackling.
She's so technically perfect, though, and I think that makes up for a lack of size. But Saints here working hard.
Oh, how good was that run? It entices a penalty off our match official as well.
Yeah, Ebb's done well there to get some good metres forward again. Gets the penalty, and it puts Saints in good field position with a ball, with a full set of 6 to do so. Amy Taylor looks for touch.
She does. She chips the touch. She gains another 10 metres forward, and we're 22 metres away from the try line here from a St Helens point of view. Mottershead calls for it. Turns the ball in field. Taylor delays a pass and just released it right on the line to Crowell.
Yeah, Crowell hits a good line as well, and give her half a shoulder to run at and she'll go through, so Taylor's looking for that option there.
Using the left hand side, Taylor called for it again. We already heard of Emma Rudger a little bit earlier, how dominant a young player that she is, and it's great to hear of young players coming through.
Yeah, she's been an exciting prospect for Saints this year.
Gaskin.
Saints looking to shift it there.
Megan Williams all wrapped up by 3. There's got to be gaps somewhere if there's 3 moving in.
Yeah, there has to be. I mean, middle of the field's looking a little bit empty there as well for Leeds.
We've got 2 areas they could attack. They've took it down the right hand side. Here's Partington. Couldn't get the offload going in field. Naomi Williams was waiting for it. It still looks like there's a hole in the middle somewhere. Deft little kick forward from Gaskin. Really good. Butcher had to play it. It's going to be a dropout from under the post.
Yeah, great work there from Gaskin though. Spots the gap in behind, and Saints chase hard and get the ball back, and it's about sort of applying that pressure. I don't think this game is going to be won by 4 and 5 tries. It'll come down to small margins, and Saints are managing to keep that possession ticking over in this first sort of 5 minutes.
It's a short dropout really as well, that.
Unlucky there, gone backwards. Carries the ball forward again, leads 2 and 3 numbers up in the face, but that's going to leave those gaps in backfield.
Megan Williams to that 30 metre line. Crowell again taking over, dragging defenders, trying to manipulate the defensive line.
Trying to make Butcher work hard there. That's 3 on the bounce she's had to make, and now Williams will take us up towards the line.
Good run from Williams.
Well controlled there by Zoe Hornby though, getting underneath the ball, pinning us to the ground, and Moss's heads in. Saints have got numbers here if Gaskin can find the edge.
Oh, it was a wide ball for Hook. Hook couldn't control it. She's put the ball down, but I've got to say as well, Tara Moxon, superb defence too.
Yeah, really well read there from Moxon out on that edge, and the ball was right. Gaskin had the numbers, and if maybe a couple of steps further back from Hook there, and they're over in the corner, but like you said, very well read there from Moxon out on the Leeds wing.
Means we've got a turnover 20 metres from the Leeds line. A chance for Leeds to get downfield, but you get the feeling that St Helens mean business with the defence if that one's anything to go by.
Yeah, Saints are getting up and off the line and putting the pressure on, but again, Zoe Hornby's through a hole again. She really is looking to take this Leeds side forward.
Oh, they've got 3 on 2 down this side. Bennett set off like a rocket out of dummy half.
Yeah, Bennett's in there. I think Casey's looking to call for this ball on the short side.
Lovely work from Caitlin Casey. Back on the infield. It's worked an opening. They're through the middle. They're surging down the ground. This will be the first score of the game. And it goes the way of Elfrane.
Yeah, I think it might be.
Or Beth Lockwood, I think it might have been actually.
Viewpoint here. But yeah, great push play from Leeds. Back in on the inside. Caitlin Casey set up on that short side and then switched the play, and that's caught Saints napping in the middle. Is he Northrop?
Is he Northrop? We were both wrong.
Someone got the try eventually. But tell you what, it was a team try from Leeds. Casey set them up on that short side, switched it over, and then good involvement from Bennett there as well to send them through the middle. So
Izzy Northrop went in right under the post. It was converted as well. So it's 7 points to 0.
We've seen already today how important them bonus points can be, so to get herself underneath the sticks puts her in a good position. Saints will get a look at the ball now, so they'll be looking to try and get some points on the board in the next couple of minutes. Not long till half time, obviously the games are short, so Saints will be looking to do something with the ball in hand now. Gaskin puts a call on for it, well taken.
And it's now handed on to Naomi Williams. She sets the standard, she sets the lead, she surged away to the 30 metre line, but Rhinos have the advantage by 7 points to 0 in this one. There's Pip Birchall.
Nice strong carry there again, yeah. She's hungry for work, Pip. She captures the ball and she's on that advantage line looking for work. Gaskin drops Williams back in on the inside. And
it's a similar story as well for Megan Williams. She always offers herself up, doesn't she?
And I think she's one of those sort of up and coming players, and she's offering herself for work and working really well off Gaskin today.
Gaskin goes to Taylor, and Taylor goes out to Ebony Partington, who has a bit of a freedom space there to run into.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a half opening there for a quick play of the ball. 2 Leeds players left on the floor again.
That's nice. Mottershead has a bit of space to run into again. She's as far as the 20 metre line is concerned.
Gaskin looks to be shaping up on this open side. Nice, unfortunate.
Oh, it just goes behind her.
Yeah.
And
Needs to be a little
error.
bit cleaner there, I think, for Saints, and not where you want to be giving the ball away, especially behind on the score line. Leeds will be looking to go down the other end of the field and put some more pressure on the Saints side now.
So it's still 7-0 in favour of Leeds. Riding with the punches. Can they get themselves down the ground? Solid surge, but equally solid defence coming the way from Megan Williams and Naomi Williams. Williams and Williams sounds like a solicitor's company,
trouble,
doesn't it?
Again, Williams reads it really well, blocks that inside hole and completes the tackle.
They can definitely both hit, can't they?
Yeah, definitely. Casey looking for a little bit of stuff on the outside there. Good line again.
Oh, that's brilliant running. Really good running from Northrop again.
Leeds seems to have thrown the numbers over on this shot side, but Kira Bennett goes into the open. Nice from 9 again. Great contact.
I think she's just sort of spotted that and says if they can keep more numbers that side, it opens the other side of the field.
Williams
up, doesn't
dealt
it?
really well there. Great dominant tackle in the middle. Mossy's head holding on. Quick play the ball though. Bennett's out from 9.
She's done well there, Bennett.
Really well. Shows the dummy.
Oh,
Gets
lovely
the offload away.
Northrop's getting a second. She's
Excellent.
took it right the way through to the bonus point zone. 2 bonus point tries from Izzy Northrop. Moves the scoreline on to 12-0 with the kick to come.
Yeah, great stuff there. But again, jumping out from 9. She did really well to get the offload away there under some Saints pressure. And Northrop finishes another great try and manages to get herself back in the bonus zone. So Leeds looking really dangerous with ball in hand, but that comes back to that Saints error further down the field and giving away the possession when they've got it in good ball, and Leeds are capitalising on those errors.
14-0 is the score. Extras added on now by Eloise Hayward. 2 out of 2 for her. Well, she's found the kicking boots just at the right time, hasn't she? Semi-final time.
Leeds will just be looking to try and kick, I'd assume trying to kick this ball downfield and keep Saints down in their end now. Leeds have got a little bit of comfort with the scoreline on their side, and they'll just be looking to keep executing the next 9.5 minutes or whatever's left of this game.
We've got time added on at the end of this first half. Into the 9th minute. Here's Naomi Williams. Steps past one of her own players.
That's really a lot of work in this first half so far as Naomi Williams.
The tackle was a good one. Brings her down inside the 20-metre zone. And that's the last of the play that we have in this first semi-final. And it's almost like they've rolled with the punches of the Rhinos and struck just when they needed to.
Yeah, I think we saw a really composed start for Leeds at the beginning of the day and fell away a little bit in the Wigan game, and they seem to have settled themselves back down for this St Helens semi-final, and they do seem to be coming up with sort of the best of the handling and pushing around the ball, and like you say, some really nice play from Kira Bennett has put them on the front foot, I think.
So 9 minutes in front of us to decide who's the first team to go into the final of the Women's Nines competition here at AJ Bell Stadium, or here at the Salford Stadium, I should say, Salford Community Stadium. It's a force of habit. It's been called AJ Bell for that long.
Well fielded there. Non Williams again, one of the first carries in the set. She's got a lot of work in this game so far.
So, Mottershead at dummy half for St Helens. Options to her left hand side. Pip Birchall. Her flowing as she decided to take the defence on.
Yeah, another strong carry there. Leeds seem to be meeting the Saints attack though, getting numbers in front.
Becky Rotherham, strong run forward.
Carry.
Mottershead, options to her right hand side. Gaskin keeps it moving. Good work from Partington. Further wide it was moved.
I think Saints are just looking to move Leeds around now. Shifting that ball out to Partington, who comes back against the grain looking for those gaps.
She's such a powerful runner, isn't she, Partington?
Yeah, definitely, and she's another one of those players who've come through the ranks over the last few years and really started finding her feet in this Saints squad. Gaskin looks for the early kick over, nice and short. Unlucky there from Rotherham.
It was really unlucky, to be honest.
Yeah.
I really like the effort there and the kick wide.
Yeah, and Faye's put that really nice pinpoint kick out there. Rotherham takes that, we could be off down the wing, so really unlucky there for Rotherham, but great thought there from Faye, and it's probably a good decision on that edge, and Saints will defend this now and try and keep Leeds down in the 50.
So Leeds Rhinos, they'll just calm things down they're in control. They don't need to win this game twice now, do they? They just need to control possession.
Yeah, control the possession and try and keep Saints down in their own end. So they'll be looking to carry hard, kick to the corner and keep Saints down there. But Bennett out of 9 again. I don't think she's done for trying to source points in this game yet.
Well, she's looking around. I think it's actually Bella Sykes who's gone out there now. They're just replaced, and it's coming down this right-hand side. Good work to Murray. Yeah, Sykes is now pointing play.
Taking over the duties at 9, gone short side there.
Gaskin just did what she could to put pressure on. Knew she couldn't get there for the tackle.
Threw her out of the way, I think.
Inside pass finds Casey. Sorry, we had it in stereo, didn't you? Good tackle. Rolled to the deck there. Ruby Enright. She's been good in this tournament.
Yeah, really worked hard for a team there.
Casey, measured kick over the top. In behind Hook. Oh, it's one she's going to have to play as well.
Yeah.
And she kicks it dead. That's a brilliant kick by Casey.
Yeah, really clinical there by Casey. Got it right on a point. Made the Saints team work for it, and Hooks had to deal with that, and means Leeds see possession down in the Saints half, and will hope to capitalise in this 50-metre area now. It's probably the first chance of a look at the line they've had this half, and let's see what they can do with the ball in hand, and Saints will drop it out, and Leeds will throw what they've got at them, because the score is starting to become more important as the time ticks away.
Oh, he's just stopped dead, that kick from athletic pick-up as well from Casey.
Invited Casey to pick it up.
So Bella Sykes, recent recruit for Leeds Rhinos, feeds the ball infield to Northrop.
Great line again there from Norfolk. Casey's trying to orchestrate out on that open side.
Glynn takes over. Good footwork. Almost carries it to the line as well.
Yeah, great carry, and Leeds have got the overlap now on that edge. Bella Sykes goes herself though.
Yeah, she's gone down this right hand side to Murray. Murray is all controlled in the stop, 2 metres out. Sykes though has another go at this side with Caitlin Casey, who wrestles with Gaskin. Ball goes loose.
Gaskin there. Gaskin got up, she's put some pressure on Casey and managed to force the error, and that's really important because that was a genuine try scoring opportunity there for Leeds. They had the overlap, and Gaskin's taken that opportunity away from him, and Saints see the ball now.
I think Casey was actually trying to slip the ball out, wasn't she, and was put under that much pressure by Gaskin.
Yeah, I think Casey had the numbers and didn't get a chance to play early enough, and still tried to promote the ball, and Gaskin did enough to force the error, and Saints will turn up one with the ball, but they've not had the try go against them, which will be more important as we come into sort of the last 6 minutes, 5-6 minutes of the game.
So yeah, 6 minutes remaining of this one, still 14 points to 0. St Helens at the wrong end of the ground as far as they're concerned. Motazedi's overwhelmed. She somehow managed to wriggle the way through that
wants to slip out of that one.
It looked like she was going to get absolutely smashed, didn't it?
Yeah, she's handled that well, she's carried it well.
And now Birchall has worked hard all day. Still, it's Rhinos 14, St Helens 0. They're attacking the blind side through Partington.
Strong carry again from Partington. She's got support on the outside as well. Cuts it in.
Hook puts it in field. Motazed. That's Birchall for company. Good carry again.
Yeah, nice and strong there from Birchall.
I think Northrop was trying to say she's knocked on, but referee having none of it. Gaskin goes behind one of her own players, then brings it, has to go back right. Good tackle on Birchall. Yeah,
well read there from Leeds. A little bit of broken play back against the grain, and Leeds mop up there. Gaskin screaming for the ball, taking it back to that short side. She's seen something.
She has, and it's worked a bit of space as well, to be honest, but they're covering the space well. Last tackle signalled. Can they keep it moving? Motazed will fire it back into the middle. Hook is there. Hook steps around Casey. Gets inside the 20. Hauled down by Murray. It's going to be turnover. Good defence in the end. They gave St Helens quite a lot of space there, didn't they?
Yeah, it was unfortunate that, and maybe that's just a little bit of league experience there from Hook as well, realising it's the last tackle and maybe getting the ball away. But again, they were happy to throw the ball around, and if Saints are going to get any joy in the last couple of minutes, they are going to have to promote the ball and start playing. So good signs there for Saints. It's Leeds defended and read it quite well.
Can Leeds negotiate this set of 6? Sykes will do her level best to do that. Pops it up for Northrop, who gets overwhelmed on that particular tackle.
Yeah, great contact there from Saints. Again,
Murray.
back against the grain there for Leeds with Murray.
It's just well there. Loads of metres made by Murray. Another young player that Leeds are bringing through the ranks. Sykes under pressure. Oh, there's a couple of players squaring up there. Her and Pete Birchall, it was on for a second, and it's been turned over.
Yeah, definitely. No one shying out of that one. But Rebecca Rotherham will calm us back down.
Well, that's how much it means when you get in a semi-final of the women's nines competition. Good tackle there.
Bella Sykes bringing in good control there.
Strong carry by Hannah Roberts as well. Roberts will play this ball to Mottershead. Mottershead sends it to Gaskin. Gaskin puts it further wide to Partington. They've got the
Great
overlap.
work.
There's a running chance here. Can it be finished? Oh, lovely work. Great tackle.
Yeah, great again from Leeds. Good cover defence.
Well, that's a superb tackle on Hook. Danger hasn't gone away. St Helens still trying to trick their way forward. Hook takes over again.
Great offload there from Partington. Really trying to get a team on the front foot here.
Hook to play it 2 metres out. Mottershead goes short. They'll try and force their way in. Oh, she's got in.
Try time.
They're not out of this one yet, St Helens.
I think much to Emily Rudge's encouragement at the side of the commentary box here.
Erin McDonald getting in for the try. Well, it was just like, it looked like they were going to hold the shot, and suddenly her arms just reached out, didn't they, of the challenge.
I think it was Rudge willing her over the line from the top here.
So, about a minute remaining.
It's giving us a good finish. Especially if she can kick this ball and try and go short maybe with a kick-off. Just whether there's enough time left on the clock to bring it back round.
So 14 points to 4. The kick was missed, unfortunately.
But I suppose the nature of the nines, it's not impossible at this point. A couple of minutes on the clock.
Couple of tries. Anything happens. Anything can happen, can't it?
Leeds managed to get the ball on this one though, so if they can field this and try and run that clock down now, I suppose.
Oh, good work from Elfrain. She did so well there to cut that one off from going out of play.
Yeah, well fielded.
And brought into the middle. Power pat run.
Really good involvement here from Sykes, who's come on. Sam Hume takes us out of 9 again, going down that short side.
Brought aside some good meters there, didn't she?
Yeah, definitely. Well dealt with though there from Mottershead.
Seconds just ticking away. They've just got a control play here of Leeds. Maria's eyes on points though with that sort of carry.
Yeah, trying to take them forward again. Leeds looking. See them shaping up on that open side.
Sykes to Glynn. Oh, Glynn just opened up for her momentarily. She motors her way forward for 15 metres, and they've controlled play enough, and they have marched their way into the final, have Leeds Rhinos by 14 points to 4,
Yeah, great game there for Leeds. Dominant, some really clever play, and like I said, Kira Bennett in that first half really switched on, paired up with Casey and put them on the front foot. Really good semi-final there, and Saints were unlucky, I think, to not get a couple more points on the board. Some really good work out on the edge from Ebony Partington, trying to get a team on the front foot, and some great carries from kick-off from Naomi Williams. So there was loads to be excited about for Saints in that first half, and Leeds just seemed to run away with it and managed to keep control of the game for the full 18 minutes.
What a first semi-final that is. It certainly sets it up. If the second semi-final is half as good as that, we're in for a cracker, aren't we? Both of these teams have been going pretty well. When they met each other a bit earlier in the day, you couldn't split anything between them. 14 points each.
Yeah, so evenly matched in that group game, so really looking forward to this one. I think it'll come down to the team that's best composed and can keep hold of the ball and, use the possession of it wisely. I think, a couple of mistakes can really shoot yourself in the foot here, and if one team gets an early lead from mistakes, it's hard to claw back. So looking for some good possession and looking after the ball, and Wigan are going to start in that position.
Let's run you through how both these sides line up. So it's Kira Bennett, Zoe Hornby, Izzy Northrup, Hannah Butcher, Sophie Robinson, Tara Moxon, Caitlin Casey, Eloise Hayward, Ruby Enright, all starting as far as Leeds are concerned, and then an interchange bench for them, including Bella Sykes, Beth Lockwood, Ellie Frayne, Sam Hume and Kaya Glenn. For Wigan, who are in possession, well, I might just wait until they've gone through this set and see where they end up. You never know. I don't want to miss a try already, but there.
Yeah, what a great start from Grace Banks there. Just ball went right, nearly went dead out of their half, and she managed to get a great little run and get them all the way back near to the halfway line. So great start.
Good run from Coleman up to the halfway line, just controlled in that tackle as well. Is it a benefit to Leeds because they've had a bit more rested?
Possibly, yeah. I think, you know, you can take all the rest you can get in these sorts of tournaments because it's tough going back-to-back games. So, yeah, I think Leeds will be a little bit fresher, and that might put them in a more positive position moving forward.
Wigan just seem to lose the tackle count there and have handed over in, well, quite a promising position as far as Leeds are concerned, really, as Hornby sets off on a little forry forward.
Yeah, Leeds will be happy with where they're starting this set. It looks like...
Oh, we've got an injury.
Yeah, is that Victoria Molyneux or... No.
I think it's Coleman who's down, actually.
It is, actually.
I've made that mistake once or twice, to be fair. It's the way the hair goes, isn't it? They look very similar. Yeah. Which is a real compliment to Coleman, by the way.
Yeah.
Certainly lots of concern being shown for Coleman. She's got to be okay. She's made her sterner stuff. She is coming to the touchline, however, though. So there will be a little reshuffle as far as Wigan are concerned.
Yeah.
Going on for them is Sarah Bardsley. She's moved into the centres. Meanwhile, here come Leeds. First decent use of possession for them. They're over the halfway line already. Ball is played to Bennett. Lines it up for Robinson. Gets past Greenfield initially. Can't escape the clutches of the second player, Speakman, doing the challenge. Off move right. Here's Casey. Back over the shoulder to Hornby. Back in field. Oh, it's opened up for Northrop. Northrop. Can she get there? She's chased down.
Short of the line, but not many Wigan players back to defend.
And they're going in.
Oh, wow. Wow, and a 5-point try as well.
5-point try as well. Lovely effort from Leeds. They've opened the scoring. Yeah. And there was just, I suppose, too much attack and too little defenders there. Yeah,
I think Wigan struggled there. They made a lovely little break, Leeds, and then Wigan struggled to get enough defenders back on the line, so it's just picked it up and just managed to find a gap there near the post and get over. So yeah, a great start from Leeds, and like you say, maybe the tiredness from Wigan there, struggling to get back so early on in this game, might be a factor from playing the second semi-final.
What a try that is from Ruby Enright. The conversion is a good one as well from Eloise Haywood. It's 7-0 here, and first blood to the Leeds Rhinos with 3.5 minutes gone. Got to compliment that run from Northrop though as well, splitting through the middle of the defence.
Yeah, definitely. Brilliant stuff.
So Leeds get us back underway. It's up in the air. So he's underneath it. She knows the way to fall, doesn't she, in the tackle as well, which means that she can get up pretty quick.
Yeah, it's key that, especially in a quick game like the Nines, you do want to quick play the ball so that the defence hasn't got much time to get back and get set.
There's Molyneux playing the ball to Dwyer, who puts it left. Speakman straightens things up. In fact, to be honest, you know what, it's Bardsley that. Speakman shuffled out to this right wing. It's a position that you don't see her in very often. Salih releases the pass to Greenfield, then almost does the tackle on her as well.
Wrapped up by two Leeds players there quite comfortably.
Dwyer in field to Molyneux. Molyneux finds Banks. Banks shuffles through one tackle. They've got to be so key, haven't they, when they're tackling Banks? Last tackle signalled here. Referee says he wants it to go backwards. Our referee for this one, by the way, Jordan Hughes. Touch judges Niamh Bragg and Esme Wright.
He's given a little knock on there, I think, to Leeds. That's unfortunate. So we're going to get another set here on the halfway line.
Yes, that's exactly right. I'm sure Wigan won't complain too much.
No, definitely not.
Speakman's coming to one of the more established roles. Good run from Molyneux though.
Great work.
Splitting the defence, getting up towards the 30.
Yeah.
Quick play the ball to Dwyer. Dwyer moves it right to Banks. Banks Oh, she's so exciting. I just feel every time there's a slight gap, she's going to surge through it.
Yeah, definitely. She's got such pace. I'd love to see her just getting a little gap, and I think that Leeds has struggled to catch up with her.
Speakman turning the ball back to Dwyer. Dwyer drifting across the field. Eventually tackled 12 metres out. Is it coming here for Wigan? Molly Jones wants it. Has got it. Goes through the tackle. She's in. She's deadly from that sort of range.
Wow. She has. Every time she's got in that position, she's managed to get over the line. Really strong running. Really good from Wigan there.
I think, to be fair as well, you could actually see it coming, couldn't you? You know, as the ball was off down this left-hand side, I just thought, she's just hanging back ever so slightly. If she gets through that tackle, she's had it. She's in.
That's unfortunate there. You've got to make those one-on-one tackles in those positions, especially so close to the line. It's key. But yeah, Wigan done really well there. You know, the Leeds had enough defenders to deal with that, really. Just couldn't quite complete that tackle, so managed to get through and score the try.
Unfortunately, the kick falls short, so it remains 7 points to 4. But what a response from Wigan.
Yeah, and I think it'll come down to, you know, whichever team can sort of keep the ball in the hands in this position, because I think both teams are really capable of scoring tries, and I think there'll be more tries to come. It's just, you know, who's going to have the ball most of the time in order to do that.
Well, it's already had more points in this one than the final last year, as Casey does well to bring that one in. Another very, very promising young player coming through. From one extreme to the other, though, vastly experienced Hannah Butcher makes 15 metres.
Yeah, Hannah works really hard for Leeds. A good leader, and I think leads by example a lot of the time on the pitch.
Casey with a good run. Bennett moves the ball to Kaya Glenn. Good run from Glenn.
Yeah, it takes a few defenders to get her down.
Surrounded by 4 players at one point. Now Bennett jumps out of dummy half. Feeds the ball. Is this Izzy Northrop again? Doing really well, Izzy Northrop, feeding the ball onto Glenn.
Defenders there. Wow, Wigan look really slow to react there, and looking a little bit tired here as well. Some people struggling to get back.
Last tackle.
Can Leeds capitalise on that?
Caitlin Casey dummies and surges her way in. They've stretched their advantage here, Leeds. They didn't need that much inviting to get over the line either, but a good score nonetheless. 11 points to 4, 8 minutes gone.
Yeah, and that's good stuff from Leeds. I think Wigan struggled there to get back. They just looked a little bit tired, didn't have themselves set on the line, and then just, you know, not being quick and sharp off the line to get those tackles in and defend strongly. So Leeds have just took advantage of that completely and just walked in over the line.
So, can Haywood set her sights on another 2 points from out wide? Tell you what, that's a perfectly struck
kick.
What a good conversion that is. Kick. 13 points to 4. And if you can add your extra points on, it can just stretch the advantage out so much further, can't it?
Yeah. Yeah, so Leeds are in a comfortable position here, but you know, I think Wigan have looked so dangerous throughout this tournament. I think they've got a lot of potential players here who can make something out of nothing and, you know, go full length potentially. You know, they've got a lot of great talent, so it won't take much for him to get back on the scoreboard.
Mid-range restart, so he chases back to collect, faces up, and there's 3 Leeds players as a welcoming committee. 2 of them make the stop. Greenfield at dummy half will look to get into the middle.
Oh, that's good defence from Leeds.
Hunted down by Robinson and Glynn.
Yeah.
All the 2s there. 22 and 2 coming up with the tackle. Good tackle again.
Again, good work from Leeds, really stopping, making metres there. They've, you know, only come about 5 or 6 metres in 2 tackles, so Leeds are getting off the line well.
Nice surge from Davis, but as you mentioned, they're just slowing the play the ball down enough.
Yep.
Moving the ball to the left-hand side here. We're going back on the infield.
Nice
There's Coleman.
Oh, she's got a bit of support.
She's got Jones alongside her. Jones for a second try.
Oh, and she might go under the sticks. Oh.
She's put it in field.
Oh, great chase back from Leeds.
Coleman is
last
tackled
as well.
Wow. Well, if they had converted that chance, if they'd taken that try.
Yeah, definitely.
I did like that score, that attempt at the score though. So exciting.
Yeah, like I say, Wigan have got such potential here to score more points. I think just letting some players get away from them, and Leeds have really grafted there to get back and stop them from scoring them points. And I think they were lucky there that half time just come into play, because I think if they would have got a chance to play that ball, I don't think many Leeds players had got back on side, and potentially Wigan could have got 4 more points, but wasn't to be. So it's 13-4 to Leeds at half time.
What a first half. It's gone from end to end. Leeds have come up with the 2 killer blows as far as Wigan are concerned, but Wigan not out of this one by any stretch of the imagination, just as they showed in the build up to that last movement. So we're at the start of this second half, just waiting for the whistle to get us underway from referee Jordan Hughes. Got to say, it's been really well officiated today, hasn't it? With all the match officials that take their part. Salihi gets us underway. Hume cuts it off. There. Feeds it into the arms of Butcher.
And a Butcher with a great run again.
It's a good little battle between her and Molly Jones, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bennett lines it up for Glynn. I'll still never get used to seeing Glynn running in the middle of the field after having had the pleasure of commentating on playing for the Army, where she's a more recognised outside back.
Yeah. But doing well.
Here's Merritt. Just rides that challenge just really well, to be fair.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like
leaves Molyneux on the ground.
Yeah.
Bennett spotted it, goes forward. It's a great run from Molyneux. From Bennett, sorry. Feeds it out right to Moxon. Moxon, big handoff. Has she got the edge? She has. Yes. That's a super try from Moxon.
Did really well to finish it there on the edge. Chased down by a Wigan player. But Kira Bennett, great stuff, jumping out there. Really like Kira as a player. I think she's done well in the last couple of years, and she's only still a young player, but a leader, I think, on the field. Got a great voice and leads by example, and she's done really well there for Leeds, as she always does.
So Moxon scoring the latest try for Leeds. Just see how that eventuates again. So confident. Big handoff to get around Salihi. And Salihi, although she recovered, she could never make that challenge.
Yeah.
It's sent goalward by Haywood, but just wide. Scoreline remains 17 points to 4. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. Hope you've loved the games as much as we've enjoyed bringing them to you.
Yeah, and Wigan are still in this, really. They're getting the ball back here now. If they can get some points early in the game here, then, they are still in with reach. I think they do look quite tired, Wigan. They don't seem to have that same energy they did in the semi-final. But I'd like to see them keep hold of this ball here now, and let's see what they can do.
Well, you've always standing a chance when you've got outside backs like Hannah Davis.
Yeah.
And Molly Jones has moved into dummy half. Oh, and she split the defence.
That's a great run.
Here comes Jones.
Needs some support, or does she?
Absolutely superb from Jones. Wow. Can she just hold off the defence? It's a super run into the 20. She's eventually been chased down by Robinson. There is so much space out there. That's where the ball goes.
Oh, and it's a great hands from Wigan.
Here's Salihi for the corner, and she makes it 17 points to 8 with that try.
Brilliant stuff from Wigan there.
You said that they weren't out of it, and they've gone straight down the ground.
Yeah, brilliant stuff from Wigan. I think a well-worked team try there. They've gone from one side of the pitch all the way to score on the opposite side. Gone through a lot of different hands there and shown great skill to get the 4 points. So big raps to Wigan. They'll be pleased with that. Some interchanges coming on for Wigan now as well. Give some of those players who've been working hard a bit of a breather. I think that's so important in this Nines game, to get players on and off quickly, especially if you've just gone, 30, 40 metres. Oh, struggle with that kick there. I think just messed it up a little bit. But yeah, I think Wigan, it'll be tough for them to come back and get the win, but I think they've got the talent to do it, especially if Leeds start to tire now and make some early mistakes. Wigan have got it all to play for.
It's 2 tries in 5.5 minutes.
I'm hoping not. Possible, yeah.
But hoping not to concede at the other end as well.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, as you were saying about the tiredness in the legs and the lactic acid and all that type of stuff. Nearly sound like I know what I'm talking about. Drop kick restarts the game. It'll bounce, it'll bobble, it'll trickle inside the 20. It's a tap well by Ruby Enright. Certainly been one of the stars today as Enright for Leeds. Murray does well.
Yeah,
Reeled in by Molyneux. Now Bennett. She looks so assured, doesn't she, at dummy half, does Bennett?
Great little quick play the ball from Kira there as well.
Caitlin Casey finds Bennett.
Good.
Oh, she's doing it all on her own there.
See, when you get the offload, the defence has got to really scramble. It just tires that Wigan team out, the opposition. It just makes it more difficult to get back on side. So yeah, the offloads, the little inside balls that we're going to do, that Leeds are doing. Is going to really tire Wigan out.
Oh, what a kick that is potentially! It's come up perfectly. That was brilliant from Caitlin Casey into the corner, and Moxon takes it in and scores.
Outstanding. Seemed like it come out of nowhere, that as well. Just, on the sort of, not anywhere, didn't look like scoring so much, and then a little kick comes in and they managed to finish it. Brilliant. They have trick shots in snooker. Yeah. That was almost like she's pulled a trick shot out of the bag there, hasn't she? Definitely.
Look at that. That's such good weight on that kick.
Yeah. Bounced just right for her.
And Moxon touching down
in the corner.
Absolutely superb to stretch this Leeds advantage out to 21 points to 8.
Yeah.
And now it's the clock that's mainly against Wigan.
Yeah, it is. I think, with the games only being 18 minutes, it's really tough. Once a team gets a little bit of a lead like this now, it's so hard for the opposition to come back and to... It's just not enough time, like you say. I think Wigan have got more points in them. I think definitely, they can score more tries, but is there enough time on the clock to do it? Probably not at this point. But we'll see how they get on here. They're going to receive this kick-off now. And they've got players in this team that could go full length straight away. The speed that they've got and some of the agileness of the players.
Well, Leeds need to figure a way of keeping the ball away from the likes of Jones and Davis on this side. But they kicked it to Salihi, who rise the first challenge, carries towards the 40. These are the times where you really find out about your players, though, aren't they?
Oh yeah, you've got to really graft and put it in here now. And these players will be tired. A lot of these will have played a lot of minutes, and you've got to graft for your team in order to get the win.
That tackle seemed to go high on Davis.
Yeah, I think he's
referee has spotted it. I know it was dead quick as it sort of went high and dropped down, but picked out. Banks taps the penalty for herself. Drifts across two players. Looking to make a couple of changes here, Wigan. Speakman coming off. Thompson sends it right to Salihi. Salihi dummied Greenfield. She's got to watch she don't get pushed out of play there. Getting marched towards the touchline.
She got the ball away to... Oh no, he's called him back.
I was going to say she smuggled the ball almost rugby union-like back in field, wasn't it? And the referee said it was tackle.
Yeah.
So in field it's moved to Thompson. She keeps moving to Banks. Banks gets hit. Yeah. Running up in support is Johnson.
They are moving the ball well, Wigan. Got some lovely little plays. Shipping it now from one side to the other.
Morris keeps it moving. Oh, what a hit! Hannah Butcher getting the tackle on. Referee does say play on, and Davis stretches out towards the 10. Oh, ball goes loose there. It is a knock on, and the chance is lost from Wigan. And I get the feeling with how long we've got left, that's possibly the game as far as they're concerned too.
Yeah, definitely. I think for Wigan now, they just want to defend up, and Leeds will just want to run the ball in hard, but they don't need to do anything particularly special. They've already secured the win if they can keep hold of the ball.
So he's just took the ball under the jumper now for the next minute for Leeds. Last few seconds. Sykes pushes it left. Robinson. Again, also seems to be developing as a player. I know in the past I've seen Robinson. She's been out on the wing, and I think she offers a bit more these days, doesn't she? Than just being an out-and-out 100% runner.
Yeah, definitely.
Casey, a very clever player, gets it out to Murray. Referee says that tackle wasn't higher than the shoulder. Caitlin Casey, through hands again.
Lovely little ball.
Oh, it's done brilliantly. Here's Hayward.
Oh, and
Gets the ball in field.
great effort to put her in touch there.
So they might have one final effort. It won't win them the game.
No, it won't, but, there's a lot of young players on show here who, they want to make a bit of a name for themselves and show what they can do. And, even if on a losing team, you can still do that. There's still people here, and, I noticed Stu Barrow in the crowd, the England head coach, and he'll be looking for, young potential new talent, and people like the likes of Wigan players and Leeds, are showcasing what they can do, and people like that will be looking at that and, thinking, could we give them more opportunities?
And certainly it's all about opportunity, isn't it? That's why you put tournaments like this in place.
Definitely.
And it's certainly brought a few more names to our lips, hasn't it?
Yeah, of course. Put a few more people on the radar.
And
that's the game.
It's the final whistle. Leeds run on to celebrate. They have won the women's nines here at Salford. A new name on the trophy. And look how much it means to them to get another piece of silverware.
Yeah. Commiserations to Wigan there. I think they've had an outstanding tournament. I think they've done really well, but credit to Leeds, who performed in the final, potentially just a little bit more composure and experience from their players there to secure the win. But a great game. Really enjoyed watching both teams perform throughout, and congratulations to Leeds.
Yeah, very much so. Look at them celebrate. Wigan can hold their heads up high. They're a team that's in a real transitional period, and they've got some young players that I think will be right around at the top of this sport
100%
for years
agree.
to come.
Yeah.
When you look at the likes of, every time Molly Jones has touched it, I've found another octave in my voice, for example. So when they've got exciting players like that, they're going in the right direction, don't
Definitely, yeah. It's great stuff from both teams.
But Leeds, this is testament to the hard work that they put in week after week, year after year.
Yeah. They'll be made up with that, I think, Leeds.
There's limbs and everything going in the middle of that.
Great to see you enjoying the win, as you should, and you've just earned yourself a bit of silverware.
And now Leeds Rhinos, they'll come forward to collect the winners' medals. Kira Bennett taking the first one. Lucy Murray, she ran so strongly throughout. A young player that's making a way in the first team as well.
Yeah, I think, like you say, we'll see a lot of these names a little bit more, and making their way into the likes of the England squad, whether that be the Knights or the first team. So exciting times ahead.
I was going to say Tara Moxon already with international honours. I think did she train with Papua New Guinea?
Yes, I think she
performed
in the World Cup for Papua New Guinea. Yeah.
So all these medals being handed out. Sam Hume there, another player with immense talent. Caitlin Casey, one for the future and for now. And Zoe Hornby, such a destructive runner, her as well. There's even a bucket hat up here.
Yeah, I was.
Where's that come from?
Is that a scrum hat or is that a bucket hat? It's a bucket hat.
Well, we have got Glastonbury going on at the moment. They're all the rage down there. They're all the rage here in Salford as well. And Hannah Butcher taking the trophy. She'll now go over to join the rest of her teammates on a job well done for Leeds Rhinos, Women's Nines Champions 2023. Look at how much it means to them.
Brilliant stuff. Yeah, love to see that. The team really enjoying the win and making the most of that moment that they've got there. Some of the players think maybe sometimes these moments are few and far between, so making the most of it while you've got that opportunity and you've got that win, and making sure, I'm sure they'll go out and celebrate tonight on the way back on the bus. And
so we're signing off here from the Salford Stadium in the knowledge that Leeds have picked up the first silverware of this year 2023. Will it be their last, or are they just getting started? We'll find out in the next few months.